Caught up with Harvey Park after training. We're at Squeeze, and he's preparing for LFA 64. How you doing, sir?
Doing great, man. How are you?
I'm doing well. So let's get to it. You're getting a title fight. What was the reaction finding out this was what was next?
You know, we expected it. We'd been saying before the last fight, after we win that one, we wanted a title shot. So, you know, I didn't expect it to be an interim. I expected to probably fight Hubbard or someone, but we expected a title shot.
Demarques Jackson, what have you learned about him in preparation?
You know, he comes from a good gym. He's a real good fighter. I feel like maybe, you know, has similarity with some of the guys I fought. I think he might pack a little more power than some of them, but a lot of similarities. And, you know, he does his own thing good too, so this will be a good fight. Looking
back at the win here at Route 66, what do you feel was the biggest step forward taken in your performance?
You know, that fight, I don't know, it's 3 minutes, so, you know, when you get a three rounder, you really can look at yourself and say, you know, I did this or I did that. When it's only 90 seconds, or however long it is, it's not as much to look on, so performance-wise, I feel like every fight I feel a little more relaxed in that one. I felt like I was a little more relaxed, a little more cerebral, and thinking just a little bit more.
And now, what's been the next thought from you, Coach Eric, the team, in taking you to that next level? What's been the real focuses in the gym?
We were just making more trips to Albuquerque, coming down here, getting you know, a high level of competition. We did that a little bit for the fight with Willis, and I think we did a couple times with the guy before Willis Simpson. I think with Lavelle, and this one we've just been consistently making the trip, making the drive down here, getting in the gym with all the guys at Jackson Ackerman. I think it's really going to pay off.
After having fought here locally, all throughout the state, really, now you're getting your frequent flyer miles on with LFA, Colorado, Arizona. This one's in Sioux Falls. What's that been like, the experience part of it, broadening, kind of?
You know, it's good. You know, you learn some things about getting on the plane, flying, or driving, or whatever it is. And, you know, so it's a good experience, and it comes to, if you're going to be a fighter, the better you get, eventually you're going to have to go. You might international or somewhere, you know, in the States. So it's good that we're doing it now, getting a lot of experience, learning how to, you know, what we need to do to make weight successfully, and just to adjust wherever we're going.
And I'm sure everybody wants to know, all these car trips you're talking about, how are you and Coach Eric able to stay entertained with each other throughout all these hours on the road?
You know, we've been together for probably almost 10 years now. And, once you've been coach and student that long, it becomes something more than just friends. It just takes on a whole different kind of relationship. So sometimes we might not even talk. Most of the time we listen to the podcast. What usually happens is I tell Coach I'll drive, then halfway through I say let's switch, and I fall asleep. So, you know, we got a more than just a friend relationship, so it's easy, you know. Whenever you're with someone, and if it's dead silent, you're still comfortable, you know, that just means that you guys you're comfortable around each other.
We look back one more time at the last fight, and we had the kind of controversial moment there at the end. How is it to put it behind you?
It's easy because it's in the past, and you know, you can't be dwelling on it. Whatever happens, it's over. You know, so that's it. It's in the past, and I don't dwell on anything or look back on it. You know, when you're younger, you might say, "Oh, if I did this or I did that," but there's no point. You can't go change it, so it is what it is. You know?
Was there a relief when LFA did make the decision that it was moving forward, that the conclusion of that fight wasn't hindering anything from moving forward?
Yeah, I mean, I didn't expect anything different. Like I expected, you know, title shot or whatnot. So what's the big relief is it's so fast. I didn't want to sit around. So you know, we fought in almost a year ago, first time for LFA. It took a while to get the next one, but then we got that one. Now we got this one. So now, you know, 3 fights in, I don't know, it's gonna be like 6 or 7 months. That's what we like to do.
Does that feel like you can get some consistency to everything again?
Yeah, you know, you feel comfortable. Your rhythm is there, and you know, when they're close like that on a fight day, it's like, oh, I was just here, and you're just a little more, you know, your nerves are better, and it just makes everything a little smoother.
Also, now having been a veteran of Access TV, we've seen you on there 3 times, getting more used to the moment. It's a bigger crowd, there's the bigger production, there's a lot more going into it. Was any of that kind of a changing period?
Not once has that ever bugged me. It's just, you know, I try not to even think about that. I'm there to fight, you know, and if people want to talk, I don't mind talking to people, so that's never bugged me. And being on TV, I don't care, you know. I like it, and I like the exposure and access. You know, they give you so much exposure, and I've said before, when you're a fighter, you'll know if you have social media who really gives you that kind of exposure, because it just blows up. But you know, that's not what I'm here for. I'm trying to test myself and fight the best dudes, and you know, it seems LFA right now is where it's at for me.
What do you think are some keys to getting the victory, to getting that battle?
You know, doing what I do, not being worried about what he's gonna do, and really dictating the style and fighting my style of fight, and you know, just being sharp. And the same thing for me to win any fight, I'm just gonna have to do what I do, and I'm not worried about, you know, really stifling what he does. I'll stifle that with my offense.
Always even keeled, not overtly emotional. Is this exciting to you, getting this pinnacle, hitting another title fight?
It's exciting, you know. I love it. It's what I'm about. But I don't know. Like anything, you might see me and be like, oh, I'm excited, and this is me excited. You know.
That's just kind of how it translates, right?
Yeah. I mean, this is a big fight. I'm excited. You know, maybe I'm not as animated as some people, but you know, I think there's something to be said for like stoic guys, and you know, so that's it. You know, I'm excited right now.
Oh, don't worry, I can tell. I'm just trying to translate it for you. Like,
yeah.
You know, we got some dudes that yell, that scream, and it's a different, you said it perfectly, stoic kind of intensity that comes out of Harvey Park, right?
Yes.
So what else you got to say for us?
You know, come watch the fight in South Dakota if you can. If not, you know, catch it on Access TV. Shout out to Force One in Clovis, New Mexico. If you're in that area, you're trying to fight, that's the gym. If you want to, we got all the connections. We'll set you up. We'll get you fights. We'll get you trained, and we can make you into a real fighter. Big shout out to Jackson Znakama. Shout out to Nick Urso and Ricky Consteady. You know, Ricky's been taking care of me so well, and then Nick is just so knowledgeable and willing to share all his knowledge. You know, if you're in this area, I'd say that's the gym to go to. So, you know, shout out to both my gyms, and anyone looking to sponsor, you can just reach me on Instagram or reach out to Eric or Ricky, and we'll make it happen.
So you bring up Jackson Znakama. Gotta ask you to get a little more into what that relationship's been like, what putting in that word's been like, because again, you and Eric have been together so long, you've been used to one voice, so adding another one in, it's changing an element of a process, so just tell us how that went.
You know, I say I'm stoic and humble, but you know, I get it from Coach Swan. That's why we bond so well. He's the same way, and he's not big. We're not big ego guys where we think we know everything. So if someone can help, we like that. And at Jackson Acker, there's no big egos. It's, you know, you leave your ego at the door, and they're coaching. And if there's something we don't know, or that they think we could do better, and they give us the techniques, we just add that to our tool bag. And it's great to go there. You know, we're trained, like today there's guys in the UFC in there. There's, you know, just dudes that you might not have heard of that are just, you know, amazing fighters, and we're just getting to work. And you know, Clovis as sparring partners, it's good to come down here. We got the guys there every day with the same guys, so we come down here, we get a different look, and we get different coaches. So it's really beneficial.
And then last thing, what would it mean? What are your thoughts when you think about getting that LFA title?
You know, next fight, I want to win it, and it'll mean a lot. The title is the title, but I want to win fights, and I want to test myself. I want people who are going to test me and, you know, push me to my limits and test me as, you know, as a man, see what I got, and push me to where, you know, test how much until you break. You know? So the title, awesome, feather in the cap. But I want to win and just keep winning. But it, a title, a shiny belt, it's going to look good in our gym. We'll put it up there with the rest of them, and we'll just keep on trucking,
Awesome, sir. I think you already shouted out to everybody, right?
Yeah. Coach, anyone that I'm forgetting?
Coaches, boxing coach.
Oh, I've been doing a lot of boxing with my coach, Jose Lopez, jiu-jitsu with my coach, Seth Eifert. Sometimes I'll pop in down here and work with Brian Tuala. So many people have contributed to my career, to my skills, to the techniques I know. It'd be impossible to give everyone a shout out, but those are some of my real coaches.
Of course.
And
fellow
those are my coaches, and and then those are my friends. Like, once someone has been coaching you so long, like I said, the relationship, it grows into something way more. And then a shout out just to all those cops out there putting in the long hours, working shifts. I appreciate it, and it doesn't go unappreciated. And thank you to the Curry County Sheriff's Office. Without, if they said no, or made this difficult, it'd be really hard for my career in mixed martial arts to progress.
Always great talking to you, Harvey.
Thank you.